Hi Libra, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is your love and romance general tarot reading for the month of September 2016. You can also check out your rising and your moon sign, and I've shuffled, so we are ready to go. Okay, Libra, this first card is going to represent your expectations, hopes, and fears for love in the month of September. The second card is the challenge or the obstacle to overcome. And the third card is the realization or the outcome. Okay, Libra, so beautiful card here. Expectations, hopes, and even fears. We have the beautiful Temperance card. This is not necessarily a card of taking action, Libra. This is an energy of choosing to be content and to be still and to, savor what's going on around you. You're really understanding that nothing is learned by rushing around or acting impulsively. And I feel that you're really stepping back so that you can realize and understand what your next step is going to be. You're taking your time. This is just you in your awesome element because she is taking the water from each cup and she's mixing it perfectly in a balanced way. And so here you are knowing that you need a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You're really utilizing your skills, Libra, on how you're relating to others this month. You're knowing just the right mix, just the right concoction on how to interact in love and romance in your relationships. This is a card that literally stands for balance. It also stands for harmony, equilibrium, and moderation. And by you desiring this, expecting it, hoping for it, it's bringing you a sense of inner peace. I feel that this month you're not giving too much, you're not giving too little. You are doing things just right for you. This is the card of Sagittarius, so it is a fire energy. So some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, a Sagittarius, it could be, but it could be an Aries or a Leo, or it could just be how you're handling yourself. This is a beautiful energy, Libra, and this is you operating in your more positive vibe, where you are that wise counselor, you are that healer. You are really understanding what it takes to find that perfect harmony and balance in your love and relationships. This is a strong card for teaching and also learning. So this month you might be teaching or learning from your lover or from people that you're interacting with. It's also a strong card for travel. You might be traveling with your loved one or have a hope to. This is like you saying, you know what? I'm going to maintain a strong sense of purpose in my relationships, and I'm going to approach people or a relationship in a balanced manner. I feel like you're keeping your eye on the big picture and you're really protecting yourself from being lured into actions that are going to be counterproductive to your spiritual growth. You're looking at the big picture in your relationships this month. You are aware, you've learned lessons with this card, Libra, and you're also aware of consequences. So that's why I feel like you're being very thoughtful with your approaches. You're not just jumping into something. This is also for you, if you've been in a relationship, it can show that maybe you've been through a tough time, but this is like a light at the end of the tunnel, that the lessons have been learned, you've learned from them, and now, peace and tranquility is coming to you. It's also about a healing. Healing is taking place because of these lessons that you've learned. You've learned about cause and effect. You've learned that certain people have certain buttons. If you push it, this is what's going to happen. And it's also a time of kind of coming to a place of inner peace in your relationships where you're like, you know what? Yeah, maybe something's been wrong. I've been wrong. They've been wrong. But you know what? Forgiveness is more powerful and inner peace is more valuable than holding on to grudges or pain. Some of you, this is about a relationship that has come through and survived a rough patch, and you've really come out stronger. you've really learned how to strike the right balance, and now you're going to enjoy, or you're hoping to enjoy, a sense of mutual respect and love. So the challenge for you here, Libra, is, interestingly enough, the sun. And the sun is represented by Leo, which is another fire sign. So you have two pretty strong dominant fire signs. I feel that you're probably dealing with someone with a fiery personality, or it could be a Leo or Sagittarius or Aries. But this is about you facing your fears, okay? So if this is in the challenge position, you're going to be tested this month to call upon your inner strength and to have faith that life is going to deliver you to a better place, that you can trust the path that you're on, that if things have not gone as they should, or you've been in a rough patch, that you can trust this process. And so the main thing I'm feeling here is that trusting yourself, Libra, this month. You know, you are so caring and thoughtful about what other people think, and this relationship or situation might really call you to trust your inner being, to not listen to anyone else. I mean, you can listen to other people's opinions, but the sun really represents self-confidence and just being confident in what you believe, what you've learned. You've obviously gone through a lot of situations here, and you've gained knowledge, and now the challenge is going to be to take that knowledge confidently, to be in a leadership role, to be, you know, the change that you believe should happen. You know, maybe you're going to have to face some of your fears in order to do this. You've learned these new skills, and in order to actually make them happen, you're going to have to be courageous and brave and bold and confident, and trust that everything's going to work out. And I know for Libra, it can be a challenge because you don't like conflict. And so maybe by making these changes or facing your fears, you're really having to look within and trusting this process, trusting yourself that everything's going to work out for the best for you and all involved is going to be the challenge this month. Yeah, the main thing I'm feeling here is your confidence, having confidence that you're going to get favorable outcomes, that everything's going to work out, that peace and harmony are going to be brought about, and by any changes that you need to make, that it's going to lead in positive outcomes. And it's really about a time for you to enjoy yourself, Libra, in relationship, because you have done the work. You have learned what you needed to learn. And now it's about you kind of enjoying the process, you know, being like a child again, and just letting the sun shine on you, not having to overthink the situation, not having to doubt yourself, but just like a renewed sense of innocence, a rebirth, and an innocence in love and relationships, and allow yourself to experience that. You deserve it. Okay, so by the end of the month, we have the Seven of Swords, and this is a strong air energy, obviously being a sword. It's also a 7. So whatever you have been in, Libra, this is about you. When you have a 7, it's like you're going to find a way to get what you want. You're going to find a way to figure this out. It's also about you hanging on to something, and you're not going to give up. If you have faced challenges, or if you are facing challenges in a relationship, this is about you using your logic and your mind to figure out a way. This is about you being resourceful. You're in love, you are a very cerebral person, and so you use your logic and your reason at the end of the day to make decisions. This is also about you being very adaptable to what's going on in your life. It's about you being flexible. But I also feel that whatever these new revelations that have come up for you, you're going to start planning and even maybe plotting. Now, this could be a new relationship. It could be an existing one, but you're going to be using your intellect and your reason to plan for the future. You're making strategies. What is going to be your next move? It's your tactics. This can almost be a little bit of an edgy behavior where you're kind of walking the fine line of danger. It does take courage. It also is about taking a risk, but I feel that you're going to be relying on your wits in order to figure the situation out. It's about you coming up with new approaches, and that's probably what you have learned. You've learned spiritually. For some of you, by the end of the month, you're going to choose to go it alone. This is the card of kind of being a lone wolf. For others of you, it can talk about you or someone, meaning betrayal, deceit, even infidelity. It can be someone sneaking around, but it's also about looks are deceiving. So what appears to other people isn't really what's happening under the surface. Regardless, there's going to be something here, Libra, that requires you to be very brave and courageous. And that's probably why the Sun is the challenge, is really having confidence in yourself and what you believe in and what you need to do, and doing it in a balanced way. And ultimately, your goal is to create harmony. But, you know, there is always that fear of what are other people going to think. This is also about you finding new ways and implementing new ways to communicate if you have had trouble in a relationship, and this is skills that you have learned in there, whatever this person or situation is, and adapting new approaches and new ideas. And you could see a relationship or a person as very tricky and very complicated, and this relationship can really keep you on your toes. But I have to tell you about both sides. It can talk about deceit and unfaithfulness. So this could be you or your partner. It can be secret love affairs, or just being sneaky, not really telling the truth in all ways. It can be a third party in the relationship. And then for some of you, this could be just about you deciding to do your own thing. You know, you've had enough, you've learned, and now you need to walk away from a situation. You want to just enjoy your own company, and you need solitude. Maybe you don't even feel like you have a need for a partner right now, and you would rather be independent. Regardless, I just feel like you're moving away from the baggage of someone else. You're just going to keep to yourself. You're going to use your own intellect to keep this balance going. That is your goal. So I feel like this is a really good month for you. I feel towards the end that it might be a little challenging. You guys got to keep your eyes open. You might be kind of thinking about making some changes, but overall I feel like you're learning a lot of lessons, Libra. So I really hope this has helped you. If it has, I would so appreciate for you to like and subscribe to this channel. That's going to make sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Libra, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great rest of your day.